Heck, I'm muted. Thank you for pointing that out. Hello everyone. Welcome. We're gonna be continuing with Umineko, and we're gonna explore further this haunted mansion that's behind me with the witch that's haunting the island. Ooh, spoopy. Spoopy. Hello, Jackson. Hello, Neo. Welcome. You're new here. Hello, Wizard. Hello. Are you ready to get spooked today? Gabi, oi, muy spooky. Also, I want to continue Umineko this month. Because I think it recently had its anniversary, if I'm not mistaken. Are you ready to share my timbers? You better be. You better be. Let me double check. I saw something on Twitter that says like, oh, Umineko just got its anniversary. 15th anniversary, in fact. Dang. Oh, it was in August. I think the story does take place like in October. Wait, October 4th was Umineko's 35th anniversary. So what the heck am I reading then? I don't know. Oh yeah, the story takes place in October 4th, so it was a while ago. Yeah, I guess technically story-wise 35th anniversary since it took place in the 80s, so I guess that part makes sense. Hello, Modding. Sadly I can only be here for briefly, but want to stop by and say hello. Well, hello there. As you may have noticed, I'm starting to stream on Twitch a bit more. So I'm just gonna be using my YouTube channel as a VOD. So, hello and goodbye, Mod. Since you're gonna be here very briefly. But don't worry, the VOD will be available even on Twitch. So don't worry about missing out on anything. Anyway, we're gonna be starting on Umineko, or at least continuing, because I skipped a little bit just to look ahead and see how far until things start getting interesting, and we're almost halfway there. We just gotta get through most of, you know, the fluff and everything, you know how it is. The fluff and the stonks. And then we finally get to the real meat and potatoes. Thing we've all been waiting for. Yes, I still am very determined to continue Umineko, especially since it's October and the story takes place in October. I think it's very fitting. Also, hello, Danes. Hello. Oh, come on. 3 ads? What the fuck, Twitch? I'm sorry. Twitch be like that. I know, the ads. The sad part is unskippable too. Like, what the heck? Also, more importantly, next week, I believe on the 21st, that's my anniversary. So I hope you'll be there to catch a stream by then. The anniversary will be taking place here on Twitch. So be there or be square, as the kids say. Yeah, Twitch is very bad with ads. But yeah, next week on Friday, it'll be my anniversary. It'll be 1 year has passed for me. Ain't that exciting? 1 year streaming. So hopefully things will go well. And probably no scuff for my anniversary, just like my premiere. I think I'm going out that day. Yo, you're going out. Okay. The VOD will be there. I'm considering like whether I do a stream on Twitch and then continue on Pomp if I want to do like a movie. Depends how much time I have and if I'm not too tired, but I do want to maybe stream a spooky movie on that day as well. So we'll see. I do have plans, and also my new outfit debut. It's just gonna be my outfit for the remaining of Halloween and I think maybe Christmas because of the theming that I'm choosing this year. So be sure to look forward to that. Depending on when it is, I might miss the whole thing. Yo! It'll probably be like at night though. Or maybe a little earlier. And maybe at night. Night is spooky time, so be fitting. But sorry if you can't make it. I know that you'll still be here in spirit, so don't worry. I'll share my Halloween candy with you. So, if everyone's got their snackies and water, as I know I have my little Halloween candy right here. So, I'm more than ready to venture forward in let's go. Let me also give you a closer look at my treat bag. It's a little asset I got from Twitch. Hold on. It's so cute. Look at this little chocolate lantern. So kawaii. So full of candy. Ooh, so full of spookiness. Ooh. The body is ready. There in spirit sounds spoopy. It is spoopy. It's adorable. Thank you. Thank you, good puppet. Thank you, thank you. So anyway, let's get started here. So if you're all ready, I'm gonna start the game of... No, I went away. Let me pull up the game real quick. Hope you're enjoying the spoopy music. Hopefully chat also works. I am not sure. We're gonna skip the opening. No opening. Go away opening. Also, hopefully the volume is not too loud. It is, let me know. It's too loud, let me know. We seal the souls and heart of everyone. Misery is capturing all the souls and putting them in a jar. No, in jail. Not in a jar. But then again, jail and jar can go hand in hand. So who's to say, right? Also, I need to adjust chat a bit because I was moving everyone around because I wasn't sure what was a good placement. As I'll just be here. Then again, I don't know. Would that be good or would this be good? I don't know. I feel like I'm afraid it's gonna cover up some stuff. But... okay. Do our best here. That's the trouble of streaming, always having to find out what works and what... especially moving chat. Anyway. If you want me to move it aside, let me know. You move it. Makes it so hard to see. Why is the text black? Don't worry, minor scuff, minor scuff. Scuff. Hold on. Be patient, me please. I'm fine with either side, whatever makes you comfortable. Chill. Feel bad for those who are gonna be watching the bot on Twitter, and then they'll be like, "Hey, why can't I read chat? Why can't I read chat?" And I'm like, "I'm sorry. Chat is sometimes a dum-dum, and I don't know what to do about it." Anyway, if you want me to move it, let me know. I don't know how to make the text white. That's the problem. Just gotta be there, as the saying goes. That's true. Yeah, you just gotta be there, fam. That'd be silly. It is silly. But you gotta give chat correction. Anyway, let's get started to just reading. The younger siblings who had until now been driving the oldest brother into a corner could not do nothing more than grimace and grind their teeth. So if you don't remember, or if you weren't here, we did had a bit of a stonks discussion with how much gold bars are worth. Because apparently the grandfather or the owner, or rather like the head the head honcho of the family, he has a shit ton of gold. And he's gonna pass soon, so they're like, how are we gonna split it? You know? How are we gonna make it fair that everyone gets their share? So we kinda had the older members of the family be like, we're gonna make a proposition for you, and if you don't agree or comply, then, I don't know, bad stuff's gonna happen. Too much stumps, it hurts my little brain. I'm sorry, Wizard, it hurts my brain too. It hurts my brains, I don't know math. What is math? Baby, don't hurt me. Hurt me no more. That went away. That go away though. Fresh. That is acting funny. No. Okay, there we go. I tried to refresh it, but it's still dark. Parents and Papa try teaching me songs and I just act like I understand it. I just nod and be like, yeah, okay. I actually did something earlier this year, calculating gold bars to $1,000,000 earlier this year, and he was confused. Like, I can imagine. I mean, it's just a gold bar. Fucking heavy. Who would even need it at this time of year, you know? Time of century.
Eva!
Eva? Don't make me laugh. Also, if you want to catch up to the story of Umineko, I do have a VOD on YouTube that you can check out. As if I would put myself in your debt. Don't make me laugh. Don't make me laugh! If we relied on you, how would you help us? Howie. Might have an idea how to make this work for the chat. This'll be a bit obnoxious. There we go. Now you can see it sort of clearly. I don't know. Putting the bunny box there would just block the character sprites, I imagine. But best I can do, I guess. This help. I'm sorry, I'm also in the way with my witch hat. Yeah, I'll have to make my VTuber just a tiny bit smaller. There we go. I'm totally not in the way. I guess that'll do for now. Okie dokie. I told you, didn't I? All I can do is find other sponsors for you. So this asshole right here put like a counter proposition that won't make him so easily put down by the others because I think his daughter is the heir, so he has more control of everyone else in his family. So he's trying to double down on them, being like, "Ha, you can't hurt me because I got an ace up my sleeve." He is super sus. He's the sussiest one in the family. So he's the head honcho. Yeah, basically. He's the one who's trying to pull the strings of everyone. Because he's relying on his daughter, who's gonna be the next heir once the grandfather passes away. But of course the daughter doesn't want to partake in any of it because she's still living the best time of her life as a teenager, you know? That sort of thing. Told you, didn't I? All I can do is find the other sponsors for you. Of course, I will do my utmost to negotiate so that you can borrow the interest as well. Be evil. Damn you, taking advantage of us? Baby, chill. Calm down, oh my god. I am cool. I am calm. I'm extremely cool. bastard. Hide grabbed her husband's hand. But that action made him feel even more pitiful, so Rudolph shook it off. Rouse laughed as though seeing that made him extremely happy.
こんな時、本当に親父殿の隠し黄金が見つかればいいんだがね。
So also they're trying to find the grandfather's hidden gold that he has on the island, but everyone is assuming that he's been exploiting the money, like taking a share of it himself without anyone else knowing. So they're trying to prove it as to whether he is or not. That makes sense. Also, the lady is new, or whatever she appears on screen. I just completely forgot about her. Yeah, one of the family members are not as active as the other ones are. So sometimes it'll be kind of a shock to see them and be like, hey, do I remember this person? And the chances are maybe. Sort of thing. If only we truly could find father's hidden gold at a time like this.
そうすればすぐに25億ずつをこの場で切り分けてやれるのだが。
Then I could split it up to 2.5 billion yen portions for you right away.
残念、4億。
How sad, how very sad.
非常に極めて実にどうしようもなく残念だ。
How extremely, totally, truly, hopelessly sad.
今宵は兄弟みんなで酒を酌み交わしながら、親父殿の隠し黄金を。
Tonight let us drink together as brothers and sisters and discuss the whereabouts of father's hidden gold.
ベアトリーチェの碑文の謎をみんなで解き明かしてみようじゃないかね。
Solve the riddle of Beatrice's epitaph together, why don't we?
仲良し兄弟が4人揃えば、きっと解けない謎はないはずさ。
With 4 friendly siblings all together, there is surely no puzzle that can't be solved. Damn. Now that's a very sussy laugh. Meanwhile... Grandfather.
面白いことをする。
How interesting.
それでその突きつけた条件というのは何か。
And what are the conditions that they attached?
はい。
Certainly.
クラウス様は黄金の発見を問わずに、その分け前としてエヴァ様、ルドルフ様、ローザ様に計75億円を支払うこと。
Whether or not Kraus-sama actually discovers the gold, he would pay Eva-sama, Rudolph-sama, and Rose-sama a total of 7.5 billion yen for their shares.
ただしその1割を3月までに支払うこと。
However, 10% of that would be paid before March.
クラウスの間抜けめ。
Kraus, you dunce.
弟たちに足をさらわれるとはな。
That he would have his feet swept out from under him by his younger siblings.
実に愉快ではないか。
Truly amusing.
しかし、詰めが甘いようだな。
But it seems they couldn't seal the deal.
はい。
Yes.
クラウス様はそれをエヴァ様以下お三人が緊急に大金を用立てする必要があるためとカンパされました。
Yes, Kraus-sama exposed that Eva-sama and the younger siblings all had an urgent need for that money.
その程度のことはカンパできるのか。
Hello, a wolf. Hello. We just started the game, so don't worry, you didn't miss too much. We're just chilling with a good old spooky time. So if he's given something that simple, he can see through it then.
中途半端に無能な男め。
He can't even manage incompetent.
今はどうしている？
What are they doing now?
話は一度中断されました。
That conversation had been put on hold for the time being.
今はベアトリーチェ様の碑文の話をされています。
Now Beatrice-sama's epitaph is being discussed.
私の黄金がどこに隠されているのかその
Ah,
謎を解
Lud,
こうと
licking me, werewolf. Down, puppy, down. Relax, I'm not a true toy. So they're trying to solve the riddle and find out where my gold is hidden.
はい。
Yes. Kinzo set down his glass and snorted.
奇跡の成就が先か
Will the miracle be fulfilled first?
愚か者どもが黄金を暴くのが先か
Or will those fools expose the gold first?
実に見物ではないか
What a sight to behold.
愚か者どもが我が謎を解き明かしたならその時は私のすべての敗北だ
If those fools solve my puzzle, at that time I will be completely defeated.
我が屍を骨のひとかけらまでしゃぶり尽くすがいい
They can suck my corpse down to the last fragment of bone.
愚か者どもの貪欲さが偉大なる魔法に奇跡を宿らせるのだ
The magnitude of those fools' greed infused my great magic with the miraculous
だ
potential.
がもし
But if
奇跡の成就が先だったなら
What if the fulfillment of the miracle comes first? If it comes first,
ベアトリーチェは再び蘇る
Beatrice will be resurrected again!
私が半生をかけて追い求めたあの美少が蘇るのだ
The spot which I have been chasing half my life will be restored.
おおベアトリーチェ
Ooh, Beatrice! The simping is real tonight.
奇跡を落とす聖なる夜がやってくるぞ悪魔たちとのゲームが始まるぞ
The sacred night when the miracle is wagered will come and the devil's game will begin.
私はきっと打ち勝つ絶対に生き残る
I will definitely win and I will definitely remain alive.
他の奴らの命はくれてやる
You can have the life of the others.
富も名誉も財産も黄金も何もいらぬ
I don't need wealth or honor or assets or gold or anything.
ただお前の微笑みがもう一度見たいだけなのだ
Only want to see your smile one more time. Damn, simping so hard and he's nearly dying. Kinzo choked apparently in great pain. Hanan got closer and tried to pat his master's back, but Kinzo signaled that he didn't need to.
なぜ私が黄金の隠し場所をわざわざ人目に触れるように晒したかわかるか
What's this VN about? Okay, well, it's gonna be a handful, but I don't want to get into spoilers either, but I'll give you the small rundown. So basically, this family comes in like once a year for this family gathering in this secluded island, which is run and controlled by Urashiyamiya Kinzo. So he's dying, and he's gonna be passing his great wealth onto his family members, but the family members don't quite know who is the one who's gonna get it, so they're trying to find his hidden gold that's somewhere in the island, and they're also gonna discuss just like how they're gonna split it. And there's a lot of backstory of the family with a lot of sus activity happening, yada yada yada. It's a whole thing, but it's more than that. There's a twist, you see, because eventually we're gonna be introduced to the witches, and once we do, that's when the story gets more interesting, but we just have to get through this fluff first. And I'm trying to be patient, but boy, is it testing me. Also, I realize I should probably move rabbit a bit. Second. So yeah, a lot of family dramas, soap opera type of deal. But don't worry, it all comes together in the end. Also, this visual novel does have some connections to Higurashi no Nakokoro ni, especially since they do share similar name, because this is Umineko no Nakokoro ni. But that's That's a discussion for another time because that is extremely long and convoluted to explain, but trust me on this. It's all worth it in the end. I'm just gonna get rid of the black checkbox. But yeah, that's the skinny of it. Someone, redeem the hit pad. Give me a second. Hey, hit pat the puppet, hit pat the puppet. Yay, hit pat the puppet. Hello, Ariel. It's building the characters and situations before the story picks up into more mysteries. Yes, exactly. It's a murder, mystery, suspense type of deal. But it's really good, trust me. I played this game years ago when I was a young teen when I was first introduced to Umineko. Oh, hold on. And I promise you, it's well worth it in the end. But once we get to them real meat and potatoes, I'm trying to do. Also, this game is also very fitting for Halloween. Or at least the month of October, because it takes place in October 4th of 1980s.
いえ
No.
魔法の力はリスクで決まるからだ。
Is it because magical powers is determined by risk?
ベアトリーチェの黄金を暴こうとする人間が多ければ多いほど
The greater the number of people who try to discover Beatrice's
そ
gold,
の危険が高まれば高まるほどにそれでもなお成就できたとき魔法の力は偉大なる奇跡を起こせるのだ
greater the danger of that happening, then assuming that the bet is successful despite those long odds, magical power will bring about an even grander miracle.
魔法とはつまりゲームなのだよ
In other words, magic is a game.
優れている者が勝者になるのではない
It's not true that the most superior person will become the winner.
勝者には魔法が与えられ優れるのだ
The winner becomes superior because he is granted magic.
わかるか
You understand.
生命の奇跡が数億分の1という神々しい確率に勝利するからこそ与えられるようにな
Just as a miracle of life is granted precisely because of the victory against divine odds of several hundred million to
お
one,
前には少し難しいか
is this a little difficult for you to understand?
申し訳ございません
My apologies.
よい
I'm guessing that the old man sacrificed the witch bee to get the gold. Perhaps. But he's definitely, really sipping hard for her. It was part of the game. That's fine.
つまりはこういうことだ
It all comes down to this.
ベアトリーチェの碑文の謎を解いた者には私が築き上げてきた全てを与えよう
To the one that solves the mystery of Beatrice's epitaph will give all of that which I have built up.
富、名誉、黄金、そして後宮家の家督。私が築き上げてきた全てだ。
Wealth, honor, gold, and succession of the Shiromiya family, headship, everything that I have established.
その謎に挑む資格があるのは何も私の息子たちだけとは限らぬ。
The right to tackle the gold is not limited to my children.
たとえお前であっても、その謎を解けたなら全てを得る資格があるのだ。
Even if it were you who succeeded in solving it, that would make you qualified to gain everything.
はい
Yes.
ですが僕にはあのような難しい謎は分かりかねます
However, I couldn't possibly understand such a difficult riddle.
無論だ。
Of course,
難解に作った。
I made it difficult.
だが、お前も挑め。
But you must also challenge it.
それが我が魔法の奇跡を呼ぶ糧となる。
That will become the seed with which the miracle of the magic will be summoned.
誰もが挑み、誰にも至れなかったら、その時はその時。
If everyone challenges it and everyone fails, that will be that.
だが、奇跡が集い、魔法の力が生まれたなら、その時こそ。
However, if the miracle are gathered and the magical power is born, It will happen then.
ベアトリーチェがよみがえるのだ。
Beatrice will revive.
だからお前も挑め。
Therefore, you too must challenge it.
誰もが挑め。
All must challenge it.
そして我が魔法に力を捧げるのだ。
And in doing so, they must give strength to my magic.
わかるな。
Do you understand?
はい、
Yes.
努力します。
We'll try. For a long while, Kinzo repeatedly muttered to himself, agitated and grabbing onto his head. Kanan stayed where he was alert and unmoving, until he was given the next order from his back. Kinzo finally realized this.
もうよい。下がれ。
That is all. Leave me now.
酒棚に菓子の袋があろう。
There is a bag of sweets on the liquor cabinet.
ダチンに持っていくがよい。
You can take some with you as a reward.
結構です。
I'm fine.
僕は家具ですから。
After all, I am furniture.
家具は菓子など食わぬか。
Well, furniture doesn't eat sweets.
道理だが。
Indeed.
ならばもう下がれ。
In that case, leave me.
はい、
As you ask.
失礼いたします。
Please excuse me. Cannon is a good boy. Gold Roger held all of this and more. This started the great age of pirates. But One Piece is real. It's all connected. Describing her with sweet space. Cannon is a boy though. Cannon is probably a femboy or a twink butler. Wait, furniture. The old man is kind of kinky. He is very kinky and very deranged. Cannon bowed and left the study. As the door was closed, a heavy locking noise resounded. But that was not the sound of Cannon locking the door. It was the door locking automatically. No one could enter without Kinzo's permission, and once they left, they could not enter again. It was a mechanism that Kinzo enabled to trust his blood relatives and had created to lock himself up in his own study, isolate himself from the outside world. The only ones who he trusts were not the sons who shared his blood, but those servants who called themselves furniture.
Nanjo sensei, いかがなさいましたか?
Dr. Nanjo, is something the matter?
源氏さん。
No, you don't have to be sad, Adonis. Remember, he has a hot sister with gigantic booba. Remember this. Genji-san.
いや、何？居場所がなくなりましてな。
No, it's just I had no place in there. With a bitter laugh, Nanjo turned to face the door of the parlor. It seemed that because of the emotion, Genji understood that Nanjo wanted to say. For the most part, Genji also understood the family situation. It must have been made for him to frown, knowing that right now in the parlor, the master he served was being discussed so disrespectfully. But it would have been very difficult to gather that from his indifferent expression.
しかし、私にはわかりませんな。
Still, it isn't clear to me.
どうして金蔵さんはこんな挑発的なものを書かれたのでしょう。
Why did Kinzo-san have something so provocative written, I wonder? Andrew looked at the portrait of Beatrice. No, he actually directed his gaze beneath the portrait and the plate with the epitaph.
私には親方様のお考えはわかりかねます。
Booba is good or Booba is boring? I guess we all have our tastes. Booba is better when it's flat. Flat as a board. Coming from a loli. I fail to understand the master's thoughts.
深いお考えがあってのこととお察しします。
I sense that they run very deep.
金蔵さんのチェスは昔から随分と遠大な読みで布石を打たれるものでした。
For as long as I can remember, whenever Kinzo-san plays the chess, he would always make moves based on some far-sighted reading on the board.
いや、時には理解できない一手さえ。
Yes, sometimes even moves that were incomprehensible.
私ごとき凡庸では何を目論まれているのか皆目見当もつきませんな。
For an average person like me, it is impossible to see through whatever it is he's planning.
私はこれを親方様の何かの遺言状ではないかと考えています。
I personally suspect this may be some kind of will from the master.
それを理解できた者に財産や家督をお譲りになられようということなのでしょう。
He most likely intend to entrust his assets and the family headship to whoever manages to comprehend it.
つまり私のようなよそ者に解かれてしまう前に
Hoping that the danger of some outsider like me, like myself, solving it.
兄弟4人で協力し合って謎を解け
It would force the 4 siblings to work together to solve the riddle.
ということではないかということですな。
It could be something like that then.
金蔵さんは息子さんたちのことを口悪く罵ってはいますが、なんとか兄弟が仲を取り戻してほしいと願われているのかもしれません。
It could be something like that then. King's son may rudely disparage his children, but he might also be hoping that the siblings repair their relationship. If, as Nanjo said, this epitaph had been written to repair the relationship between the siblings, how heartwarming would that be? However, Nanjo and Genji both knew this was the one thing that could never be the case. However, here where the two held the longest relationship with Kinzo, more trusted than his blood relatives, and even they could not guess at Kinzo's true motives.
親方様は一族のものでなくとも謎に挑む資格があると常々おっしゃっています。
Master is always saying that the right to challenge a riddle is granted to anyone whether they are a member of the family or not.
南條先生はいかがですか？
How about you, Dr. Nanjo?
いやいや、この老いぼれには少々難解が過ぎますな。
No, it's a little too hard to understand for this senile old man.
実は以前この碑文を手帳に記しましてな。
Actually, I wrote this epitaph down in my notebook at one point in time.
夜な夜な寝る前に挑んでみたのですが、
Night after night, I would try to solve it before going to sleep, but
実に難しい。
it truly is hard.
お迎えが来るまでの間、ゆっくり楽しむことができそうです。
I believe it shall continue providing me enjoyment for the rest of my day.
源氏さんこそいかがですか？
What about you, Genji-san?
私めは親方様にお仕えする家具に過ぎません。
I am nothing more than furniture that serves the master.
黄金も財産も私には不要なもの。
Golds and assets are useless to me.
やれやれ、本当に謙虚な方です。
My, you are a humble person.
だからこそ金蔵さんもあなたには心を許されるのでしょう。
That's probably why Kinzo-san trusts you.
ならば光栄なことです。
So I am honored. As Nanjo lightly laughed in response, he once again looked at the
懐
epitaph.
かしき故郷を貫く鮎の川。
Behold the sweet fish river running through my beloved home of old.
黄金鏡を目指す者よ、これを下りて鍵を探せ。
You who seek the golden land, follow its path downstream in search of the key. That which is written on the epitaph, the portrait of my beloved witch Beatrice, is as follows. Behold the sweet fish river running through my beloved home of old. You who seek the golden land, follow its path downstream in search of the key. As you travel down, you will see a village. In that village, look for the shore of the two speak of. There the key of the golden island, the golden land sleeps. You who laid hand upon the key must journey as follows to the golden land. On the first twilight, sacrifice the 6 chosen by the key. On the second twilight, those who remain shall tear apart the 2 who are close. On the third twilight, those who remain shall praise my noble name. On the fourth twilight, gouge the head and kill. On the fifth twilight, gouge the chest and kill. On the sixth twilight, gouge the stomach and kill. On the seventh twilight, gouge the knee and kill. On the eighth twilight, gouge the leg and kill. On the ninth twilight, the witch revives and none shall be left alive. On the 10th twilight, the journey ends. You shall reach the home of the gold. The witch shall praise the wise and bestow 4 treasures. 1 shall be for the Golden Island's gold. 1 resurrects all the dead people's souls. 1 even revives all the love they possess. And 1 for the witch to eternally rest. 1 in peace, my beloved witch Beatrice. A waifu. Can you guys guess it? Cause I don't. Actually, I wonder if the riddle isn't hard, but it's something that like stares you down in the face. You can't figure it out. Maybe the riddle is very literal. You have to sacrifice someone in order to succeed. No, that sort of thing. He's too busy simping to care about his kids. Exactly. He's a tier 3 sub for Beatrice, who isn't even alive. But she has an empty Twitch channel. She hasn't touched in 5 years, but he's still simping. He's still subbing. He won't stop. Anyway, so on the 10th twilight, the journey shall end. You shall reach the golden land. You really are diligent, Maria. You did a good job taking notes on all of this. I forgot a lot, so I wrote things down. Write things down like Mama said. There was a notebook inside the handbag Maria was always carrying around, and Beatrice's epitaph was copied onto it. Thanks to that, we were all able to challenge the puzzle of the epitaphs while we were on the beach. Oh, hello, Ranka. You just made it in time for loli time, Maria-chan. Hello. For Jessica and the others, this was a puzzle that they had already tried to solve several times, and they had already gotten bored with. But it was first for me, and I was excited I couldn't stop. It really tickled my male sense of romance. Let's start with the first line. Behold the sweet fish river running through my beloved home mobile. How's the Katsi doing? We're probably halfway there until we actually see Beatrice. Maybe not. I just feel like we're slowly progressing. At least more so than before. The scene where Bath touches little Maria. I know, so good. I heard that before the war, the Shiramiya family had a mansion near Odawara. So that said, you want to know about a sweet fish river that flows through Odawara, right? Yeah, because our river's the starting point. Then it's got those who seek the Golden Land. Follow its path downstream in search of the key. What rivers are in Odawara? Gotta be one of those sweet fish swimming in it. Or sweet fish in Odawara, it must be Hayakawa. It's famous for its mountain stream fishing. I hate fish. Yeah, I'm bad with puzzles and yeah, Mari, you'll understand when we get older. You'll be all lick, salty roasted sweet fish. Yummy, even though we just ate, I'm getting hungry again. I shall give you some biscuits.
What?
Oh, that's not what I meant, don't mind me. Ranon-chan, who didn't have any afternoon chores for a while, was faithfully keeping us company. I would have thought that, as the servant accompanying us would force her to take care of us and tire her out, but it seemed that it wasn't so in her case. To the contrary, it seems she was having fun joining in on the conversation with people a similar age. Oniashi told me she was a live-in worker. So normally the only person close to her age was Jessica. I get it that it must be pretty worrisome.
さて、小田原で愛の川って言えば早川だってことは分かった。
Alright, so I get that the sweet fish-filled river near Odiwara is Hayakawa.
となりゃ下るしかねえよな。
In that case, we have to go down it.
早川を下ると何があるんだろうな。
Don't you find anything if you head down the Harikawa?
下流に出て海に出ると思います。
If you follow it downstream, you'll arrive in the ocean.
そうさ、河口部に出る。
Of course, you reach the mouth of the river.
そして碑文の3行目には川を下ればやがて里ありとあるな。
And then the third line of the epitaph was, as you travel down, you'll see a
ち
village.
なみにそういう河口部は大抵大昔から輸送の要衝になってて大きな都市があるもんさ。
By the way, since long ago, the mouths of the river had genuinely been key points of the transportation, and large cities tend to be built there.
ここが次のチェックポイントだな。
That'll be the next checkpoint.
うんうん。
Honey tasting like candy. Exactly. That's why they're so sweet on Halloween.
なかなかいい筋だね。
That's a pretty good theory.
バトラ君の想像通り、そこは大昔にとても栄えたことだよ。
Just like you imagine in ancient times, there was a very prosperous old city there.
小田原城があるところだね。
That's where Odewara Castle is.
修学旅行で小田原城に行った気がします。
I think I might have gone to Odewara Castle on a field trip.
素敵なお城でしたよ。
It really was a wonderful castle.
ああ、私も小田原城だったぜ。
I went to Odewara Castle too.
洋館に住んでてなんだが、やっぱり日本人は和風の方が落ち着くよな。
Even though I live in a Western-styled house, it sure is true that Japanese people feel calmer than Japanese.
マリア、お城退屈。
I think castles are boring.
違い。
Theme parks are better, like Disneyland.
そうかそうか。よしよし。
I see, alright.
黄金を見つけたらこのバトラ様が気前よく遊園地を一日借り切って遊ばせてやるぜ。
We find the goal. The great battler Sama will generously receive a whole theme park for a day and let you play all you want.
しかし小田原城とはな。
Still, Odawara Castle.
小田原城の隠し黄金。
The hidden gold of Odawara Castle.
お？こりゃなんだかいかにもって感じだよな。
Kind of has the right ring to it, you think?
まあ、2年前の私たちもそこまでは行き着いたぜ。
Well, we figured out that much when we tried this 2 years ago.
小田原で鮎の泳ぐ川を下った里。
The village down the river where the sweet fish swim is Odawara.
そこが多分小田原城あたりだろうってところまでは私たちも行き着いたさ。
We figured that it was probably somewhere near Odawara Castle.
問題は次の行だろ
The problem is the next line.
う。さて、バトラの鎮水里はどこまで行けるか見ものだぜ。
Alright, let's see where your strange reasoning can take you. Jessica grinned broadly. It was like she was saying that if the puzzle could be solved so easily, she would have found it a long time ago. Damn it. I'll definitely find it and I'll keep it for myself.
4行目。
The fourth line.
その里にて2人が口にし岸を探れ。
In that village, look for the shore of the two speak of.
2人ってのが何のことかわからねえが、とにかく岸だな。
I don't know what it means by the two, but anyway, the shore.
で、岸ってなんだよ。
What does it mean by the shore?
岸って名前がつく地名でもあるのかな。
Is there any place near there with the shore in its name?
曽我岸という地名が小田原にあるんだそうですよ。
I have heard there's a place called Shogakishi in Odawara.
おお、詳しいな。
Ah, you sure know a lot.
ってことはなんだよ。
So what does it mean?
シャノンちゃんも黄金を狙って謎解きに挑戦してるんだな。
Nanan-chan, are you also after the gold and trying to solve the riddle?
となりゃ、俺たちはライバルだぜ。
That makes us rivals.
別に黄金なんて興味は。
It's not like I'm interested in gold.
ただ 以前にジョージ様から教えてもらっただけで。
It just said George-sama told me about it before.
2年前の私たちも同じ推理に行き着いたってわけさ。
That's because we reached the same conclusion 2 years ago.
わざわざ地図を広げて調べたんだぜ。
We even went and laid out a map and then looked it up.
小田原城の北に5キロくらいだったかな。
It was about 5 kilometers to the north of Odawara Castle.
そこには確かに曽我岸という地名があるよ。
There certainly was a place called Shogakishi there,
でもそこからがわからないんだ。
but after that we got stuck.
次の5行目にはその土地のどこに鍵があるかは記してない。
The fifth line doesn't say where the key is hidden in that place.
マリアちゃん、読んでくれるかい？
Marie-chan, can you read it for us?
そこに黄金鏡への鍵が眠る。
There to the key of the Golden Land sleeps.
読
I read it.
曽我岸ったって広いだろうし、かつてそこに後宮家の家があったわけでもない。
Kakashi is probably large and there wasn't ever any house built there by the Ushiramiya family.
その広大な土地のどこかに鍵が隠されててノーヒントってんじゃ。
We
こ
kn-
いつはお手上げってわけだぜ。
With no hint to where the key is hidden in a huge area, we pretty much have thrown in the towel.
確かにな。
I like how Maria is always wearing a crown. Yes, very cute attire. Nice that they are keeping the boobies on screen. Exactly. Why this game is so good. I wonder if her crown is glued to her hair. I think it's mostly just a headband because you can see the red band on her crown area. You're right.
鍵が手に入らないことにはその先の行に進めないぜ。
But without the key, we can't advance to the next line.
ジョージ兄貴、曽我岸ってのはどんなとこなんだ？
Roshaniki, what kind of place is the Shogakishi?
さあね。
I'm not sure.
行ったことはないからわからないけど、地図によると山の中みたいだよ。
I've never been there, so I don't really know, but according to the map, it's in the mountains.
確か浅間山の山麓みたいだったね。
I'm pretty sure it's the base of Mount Asama.
なんだかパッとしねえな。
Something doesn't sit right with me here.
宝のありかを隠した謎ってのはもっとぴったりとハマるもんじゃねえのかよ。
Aren't puzzles for the hiding place of treasures meant to be a bit more exact than this?
どうも曽我岸ってのがそもそも間違いって気がするぜ。
I get the feelings we're barking at the wrong tree with Shogakishi.
私は曽我岸を疑ってるぜ。
I don't know about Shogakishi. I don't know about that. Shogakishi looks suspicious to me.
私たちが知らないだけで、例えばじいさまの子供時代を過ごした家とかがあるかもしれないだろ。
There might be some house that we just don't know about. The grandfather lived in when he was a kid.
1行目に懐かしき故郷をって行があるくらいだもんな。
I mean, the first line did go on about his beloved home of old.
シャノンはじいさまによく酒とか継がされてたろ。
And grandfather has you pouring drinks and stuff for him a lot, right?
昔話とか聞かされたことないのか？
Haven't you ever been made to listen to stories from his past?
親方様は昔の話はほとんどされません。
Master almost never speaks of his past.
ただ、後宮家が滅びかけた関東大震災について非常に人事のように話されることがありましたので。
However, I've heard him speak of the great Kanto earthquake that almost destroyed the Yoshimiya family as though it had nothing to do with him.
関東地方よりずっと遠方にお住まいだったかもしれません。
So he may have been living far away from Kanto area.
後宮本家は小田原に住んでたかもしれないけど、分家はその限りじゃなかったろうね。
The Shiramiya main family may have been living in Odawara, but the branch families probably weren't limited to that.
おじい様はよく自分のことを分家も分家、後継ぎに最も縁遠かった。
Grandfather often called himself a branch family and the least connected to the succession.
と言われるくらいだからね。
After all,
ってことはつまり
so in other words,
懐かしき故郷ってのがすでに小田原じゃない可能性もあるってことだな。
the beloved home of old might not even be in Odawara after all.
じいさまの故郷なんて聞いたこともないぜ。
I never even asked about grandfather's old home,
聞いても素直に教えちゃくれねえだろうしよ。
and he probably wouldn't give it away if I did.
懐かしき故郷というのが後宮家のルーツを指さないのであれば、小田原説は初めから間違ってることになっちゃうね。
This so-called beloved home of old isn't referring to the Shinomiya family's roots, and the Odawara theory is wrong from the beginning.
もちろん曽我氏の疑いが晴れたわけじゃないけれども、
Of course, this doesn't remove all the possibility that it has with Shogakishi.
例えば幼少の頃を小田原で過ごし、その後遠方へ引っ越した可能性もあるだろうし。
For example, he could have lived in Odawara when he was very young, but then moved far away later.
おお、
Ugh,
さっきから何の話かわかんない。
I don't get what you're talking about.
おお、
Ugh. Maria had been completely left out of the conversation, and she now stayed puffing out her cheeks in boredom.
つまりだな。
Well, basically,
黄金すごろくの最初のスタート地点が決まらないことには
if we
何
can't
も始まらないってことだぜ。
if we can't decide where to start is for our old golden game of chutes and ladders, we can't even begin to play.
ん？いや待てよ。
But wait,
最初の5行で見つかるのは鍵だろ？
in the first 5 lines, the thing we're searching for is a key, right?
鍵なんてなくても扉はぶち壊して入ることだってできるはずだぜ。
You can enter a door even without a key, just by busting right through it.
とりあえず最初の5行をすっ飛ばしてその先の推理に入ってもいいんじゃねえか？
Now we just throw away the first 5 lines and start figuring out the rest.
おお、その発想はなかったぜ。
Hadn't thought of that.
まあいいや、どうせ暇つぶしなんだ。
Oh well, we're just killing time anyway.
続きを聞かせろよ、バトラの推理。
Let's hear the rest of your reasoning.
でもその先からは急に物騒になるんですよね。
But the next part quickly becomes disturbing. Ganon-chan frowned slightly. After looking back at Maria's notebook to recall what was written there, after all, I agree.
第1の番に鍵の選び師6人を生贄に捧げよう。
Father always gives me that feel that he would totally marry his cousins. I'm pretty sure dojins of that exist. The first Twilight sacrifice is 6 chosen by the key.
いきなり物騒になるな。
Sure does get horrible quickly.
第2の番には寄り添う2人を引き裂けときたもんだ。
On the second Twilight, it says to tear apart the two who are close.
恋仲を破談させるのか。
Does that mean to make and break off the romance?
文字通り引き裂くという意味なのか。
Or literally tear them
わ
apart?
かりかねるけど、どっちにせよ気持ちの悪い話だぜ。
I don't know, either way, it's pretty disgusting. Don't mind me, I'm getting a biscuit.
その第2の番の解釈を別にしても、第1の番に6人。
It's legal to marry your cousins. You heard it here, folks. Incest is okay. I had to mute my mic as I took a bite. Even if we ignored the meaning of that second line on the first Twilight, it's 6 people.
第4の番から第8の番までで5人。
And on the 4th through 8th Twilight is 5 people.
少なく見積もっても11人が生贄にされなきゃならない。
The 4th Twilight, 8th Twilight, it's 5 people, so at least 11 people must become sacrifices.
ベアトリーチェが蘇るための生贄。
Sacrifices to revive Beatrice.
なるほど。魔女復活のための生贄か。
Sacrifices to bring back the witch.
そういう解釈にもなるな。
I guess you can take it that way.
その結果、第9の番に魔女が蘇って、
As a result, the witch revives on the 9th Twilight.
最後は極めつけだな。
Heart is glorious.
第9の晩に魔女は蘇り、誰も生き残れはしない。
All this gruesome text with the most calming, serene music you can think of. On the ninth twilight, the witch revives and none shall be left alive.
結局はみんな死んでしまいます。
So everyone dies on the end anyway.
それでようやく次の第10の番にゴールってことになってんな。
Sorry, it took another bite. And then it's got the goal finally being reached on the 10th twilight that follows.
みんな死んじまうのに黄金鏡へ至るだろうって言われても困ったもんだぜ。
Here, rich whites still marry their cousins. Fortunately, nobody in that gene pool has big boobs. Shake my head. For real, for real. Everyone dies, but one person has a chance to go to El Dorado. Who will it be, I wonder? Not sure how anyone shall reach the gold land if they're dead.
鍵を手に旅に出た当人も生き残れないに含めるのかどうかは解釈の分かれるところだね。
Jessica though is cute, bullyable, even and kinda dummy, but subby at the same time. You are right, and she does have big booba. Makes it a plus. It seems to allow for different interpretation as to whether or not the traveler who holds the key will be included in the none shall be live part.
しかしよ、最後のところには面白いことが書いてあるぜ。
But there's something pretty interesting written at the end.
ゴールした後、
Line about how after reaching the goal,
魔女からもらえる4つの宝の行だよ。
4 treasures will be given by the witch.
1つは全ての黄金。
One shall be all the gold.
問題は次だ。
Our problem is the next one.
全ての死者の魂を蘇らせるとあるぜ。
It says she'll resurrect all the dead people's souls, right?
みんな死んじまったっていうのとかけてるような気がしねえか。
Doesn't it seem like this refers to everyone that died in the lines?
それを言われれば次の失った愛すらも蘇らせるという部分は
If you put it like that, the next one, the part about even reviving the love they possess,
第2の番の寄り添いし2人を引き裂けにかけているようにも見えますね。
if you put it like that, the next one about reviving the love they possess might be referring to the part or in a part of the second twilight.
そうだね。
That's right.
そして4つ目も第9の番にかけてある。
The fourth one refers to the ninth twilight.
第9の番に蘇った魔女を4つ目の宝が再び眠りにつかせている。
The fourth treasure is putting the witch revived on the ninth twilight back to sleep again.
好意的に解釈すりゃ
If we interpret it favorably,
死んだり別れさせたりと忙しいが最後には全部チャラになるわけだな。
it's hectic with people dying and being broken up, but all made well in the end.
目覚めた魔女も再び眠るし手元にはたっぷりの黄金だけが残るって寸法だぜ。
The awakened witch once again sleeps, and all that's left is plenty of gold.
死んだり蘇らせたり別れさせたりくっつかせたりと魔女様はお忙しいこったな。
The witch must have had her hands full with all the killing, reviving, breaking up, and reuniting people.
ついでに起きたり眠ったりな。
Not to mention waking up and sleeping.
やれやれ。せっかくの隠し黄金の話も魔女の話が絡んじまうと急にうさんくさくなっちまうぜ。
Well, just when the tale of the hidden gold was getting interesting, as soon as the story is tied in, it quickly gets pretty shady.
違いないな。
No kidding. I laughed along with Jessica. After all, a witch was just ridiculous. Of course, once we started laughing like that, Maria would believe in witches got angry.
魔女はすごい。
Witches are awesome.
魔法で何でもできる。
They can do anything with magic.
殺すことも
Even kill.
生き返らせることも
Even bring back to life.
愛を与えることも奪うことも
Even give love. Even take it.
空も飛べるし姿を透明にできるし黄金もパンも生み出せる
He can fly in the sky, can become invisible, can even make gold and bread out of nothing.
いけね
Ah, no.
悪い悪い冗談だよ
My bad, it's just a joke. Jessica apologized, sticking out her tongue, but Maria didn't accept it. She grabbed her notebook back out in her hands and opened to the other page, tried to prove that witches exist. Those pages had colored illustrations that were drawn on them, and conveyed the fantastical image Maria had witches as well. They were not depicted as a normal sinister crooked-nosed hags flying around on brooms, but as a dreamlike people with mysterious powers who could do anything and wore beautiful dresses. But just what you would expect from an imaginative young girl. Dancing through the sky, crossing a rainbow, dancing around all night with a magical teacup and teapots that would never get empty no matter how much you poured out of them. With a flourish of their wands, the stars in the sky would become candy and pour down. The flowers that produced sweets would bud in the roadside. To Maria, witches were the sole thing that could give form to magical dreams that so captivated her, lasting, enriching her reality, which revealed more and more of its bland nature to her with every inch she grew. That's why Maria believed in witches. She didn't want that dream to be insulted. For what was the very reason, nor did she want the epitaph which affirmed the existence of witches to be insulted. Because the witch Beatrice is Maria's dream.
マリアちゃんにとってはこれは黄金の隠し場所を示すものじゃなくて
To Maria, this was not something that points to the hidden place of gold.
魔女を蘇らせるための魔法なんだって
Magic to revive the witch. But this was a single bridge between Maria and the witch. Maria was very angry and clung onto George Aniki. Jessica and I scratched her heads and apologized. It might not be possible to smooth things over again like this she's mad in the front of the portrait. Maria didn't want to be easily consoled. As Jessica and I hung our heads, wondering what we should do, Shannon-chan timidly opened her mouth in her place.
マリア様ご存知ですか
Ah, Maria, did you know?
私たち使用人の間ではベアトリーチ様の怪談が語り継がれているんですよ
There is a ghost story about Beatrice Summers has been passed down among the servants. Oh.
そうだったっけ
Ah, yeah, that's right.
シャドン聞かせてやれよ
Shannon, tell us about it.
私は知らないんだけど使用人の間じゃかなり有名な話らしいぜ
I don't really know, but it's apparently pretty famous among the servants.
何の話だ
What's this?
階段
Ghost story.
うん
I love that until now we've had mostly a normal family reunion. Nothing weird, nothing fancy, just a strangely Westaboo Japanese family with loads of money. So true. Until things get really fucky. Yes.
僕たちが生まれる前からある話らしいね
It seems this is a story from before we were born.
母さんにも話を聞かされたことがあるよ
I've also heard it from my mother.
はいこの島にお屋敷が建てられてからずっと語り継がれている話です
It has been passed down since the mansion was built on this island.
当時の使用人たちはお屋敷には昼と夜で違う主がいるとささやき合っていたそうです
The servants of that time whispered that the men had two masters, one of the day and one of the night. And the tale that Shannon told was just like a typical campfire ghost story. If there is a forest with a witch living inside it, inevitably the witch has gone to pay the mansion a visit. At some point, this ghost story naturally sprouted up between the servants.
ちゃんと閉めたはずの窓や扉や鍵がもう一度見回りに来たら開いていたとか
Doors and windows, they were sure they'd shut or lock would open when they came out to double check.
消したはずの明かりがついていたり
Lights say definitely turn off. Yawn.
つけたはずの明かりが消えていたり
Lights they definitely turn on would be off.
置いたはずのものがなくなっていたり、
Things would disappear from when they have been placed.
置いた覚えのないものが置かれていたり、
Things would appear when no one had any memory of putting them there.
そういうことがあるたびに、古い使用人たちは魔女が姿を消してお屋敷を訪れ、いたずらをしていったのだろうとささやき合ったそうです。
When any of these things happened, the old servants would say that the witch had visited the mansion, invisible, and played some pranks. Invisible witch, invisible waifu. She exists. Beatrice exists.
ああ、いるよな。
Yeah, she exists.
私も昔よく登校の時に限ってカバンが見つからなかったりしたもんだぜ。
I remember often being unable to find my bag before heading to school. Maria puffed up her chest with an ooh ooh, as though this was the final proof that the witch exists. If I said out loud, Maria would probably be hurt again, so I didn't, but... I mean, you hear that kind of story everywhere. Depending on the place, it might be blamed on fairies or something. It's just that on this island, they call it a witch. Of course, they would expect the walking around the vast, elegant mansion at night would be a little unsettling. It's an island devoid of people. Here, the mansion is so drafty. Walking around at the night in a thunderstorm would certainly be eerie.
他にも鬼火や輝く蝶々が舞っているのを見たという使用人も。
In addition, some servants have been seen will-o'-the-wisp and glittering butterflies dancing around.
カノン君もそれらしいものを以前夜の見回りの時に見たことがあると言ってました。
Kanakun also said he saw something like that when he was patrolling one night.
あと最近ではお屋敷の中で深夜に不思議な足音をよく聞くと使用人の間で話題です。
And recently, the servants have been talking about strange footsteps inside the mansion at night.
私たちは肖像画の中のベアトリーチェ様が姿を消してお屋敷の中を散歩しているんだろうとささやき合ってるんですよ。
Also, welcome back, wizard. Welcome back. And recently, the servants have been talking about strange footsteps inside the mansion. They have whispered together that Beatrice Sama from the porches sometimes makes herself invisible and walks around the mansion.
ずいぶん前ですが、
It happened a long time ago.
私もそうかもしれない足音を夜の見回りの時に聞いたことがあります。
I have also heard those kind of footsteps while patrolling at night.
ひゅー。
Ugh,
そりゃ怖えな。
that's scary.
あ、でも
But
怯えることはないんですよ。
nothing to be afraid of, you know?
ベアトリーチェ様は親方様とは異なるもう一人のお屋敷の主です。
Beatrice Sama is another ruler of this mansion separate from the master.
だから変に怯えたりしないで敬意を持っていれば決して悪いことはしないのだそうです。
So she won't do anything bad as long as you respect her and don't act oddly afraid.
ただし、敬意を持たないと恐ろしいんだったね。
She is fearsome even if you don't respect her, right?
はい。
Yes.
私が勤めを始める直前に階段を転がり落ちて腰に大怪我をして辞めた方は
I heard that someone who quit just before I began working after falling down the stairs and receiving a large injury to their back.
ベアトリーチェ様のことを悪く言っていたそうです。
I've been speaking badly. Beatrice Sama.
だから使用人たちはベアトリーチェ様のお怒りに触れたのだろうと噂し合ったそうです。
No one should disrespect the witch Sama. Because of that, there was a rumor between the servants that Beatrice Sama's anger had brought down upon this person.
パトラとジェシカ、きっとお怒りに触れる。
Anger will definitely be brought down on Butler and Jessica.
わあ、悪かったぜ。
Well, I'm sorry.
お怒りに触れちゃたまるね。
I don't want your anger brought down upon me.
謝るよ、マリア。
I apologize, Mariam.
もちろん、魔女様にも謝るぜ。
Of course, I also apologize to the witch.
ベアトリーチェ様、ごめんなさい。 よそ者のザレ事と思って勘弁してやってください。
I'm sorry, Beatrice-sama. Please forgive an outsider nonsense.
私も謝るぜ。
I apologize as well.
ベアトリーチェ様、ごめんなさい。
I'm sorry, Beatrice-sama.
これで魔女様、私たちを許してくれるかな？
Will the witch be able to forgive us now?
わかんない。
Oh no.
魔女は気まぐれだから、許してくれるときは許してくれるし、許さないときは許さない。
Witches are fickle, so they forgive when they forgive and don't when they don't.
それは困ったね。
That's no good.
マリアちゃん、バトラ君とジェシカちゃんがベアトリーチェ様のお怒りに触れないようにするいいおまじないとかないかな。
Mari-chan, isn't there some kind of charm that would prevent Batla-kun and Jessica-chan from having Beatrice-sama's anger brought down upon them?
何か魔除けとかさ。
Maybe something to ward off magic. By relying on Maria, who was proud of knowing the most about witches, George was trying to revive her self-esteem. I was once again forced to admire his ability to comfort children. After crossing her arms and pondering seriously as to whether there was some charm keeping protecting Jessica and myself from the witch's wrath, Maria began flipping through the pages of her handbook. I had thought it was a simple scribbled diary, but it was turned out there was also many pages that looked like had some kind of book from black magic. She was intently comparing several such pages onto which was copied looked like magic circles. Looks like the black magic copy wasn't limited to grandfather alone. This isn't the cult waifu. The cult loli wants to be a real witch. Sacrifice you. Of One-sama. Perhaps she had finished her research. She vigorously closed the notebook with a snap, threw it onto her handbag, and began fishing through that bag's contents. It seemed that various jumbled up things were in there. For a while, she continued to take out various pieces of junk, though they were probably important and magical items to her. I repeatedly threw them back into, saying that they were wrong. She looked like a humorous, almost like Santa Claus, deliberately over which present to give. Finally, it seemed that she had excavated what she was looking for. With a face of unimaginable brighter than the difficult expression she had worn until now, she stuck them out there with Jessica and me. As I reached out to grab, I noticed that it looked very cheap-looking charm. It looked like a bracelet made from plastic rosary, which was a scorpion motif medal attached. I mean, you often find cheap accessories that correspond to constellations. It felt like a gift you might win at the crane game at arcade. It looked like something like that. There were two. Probably one for me and one for Jessica. However, considering the odd fact that there were two of them, they looked like cheaply manufactured goods. And it was quite hard to think of them as magical items.
これを私とバトラに？
You're giving this to me and Badla-kun?
このお守りならベアタリーチェも大丈夫。
Even with these charms, even Beatrice is no problem.
サソリは魔除けの力があるから。
Because a scorpion has the power to block magic.
そうなのか？
Huh? Really?
サソリにそんな力がねえ。
Didn't think scorpions could do that.
バトラが信じない。
Father doesn't believe. Maria took out her notebook again and turned and pointed to the page after page, going on about how the scorpion had holy power and had been drawn to magic repelling magic circles since ancient times.
他の使用人の子から聞いたことがあります。
I heard that some from the other young
サ
servants.
ソリって魔術では魔除けのシンボルとして描かれることもあるんだとか。
Something about how the scorpion is drawn to a magic repelling symbol is sorcery.
へえ、そうなのか。
Huh? Really?
サソリは悪い魔法や災厄から守ってくれる。
The scorpion protects protects against bad magic and disaster.
そしてエメラルドは心に平和をもたらしてくれる。
And emerald brings peace to the heart.
だから二重で効果がある。
So it's double the effect.
本当だ。
Oh, it's true.
サソリがエメラルドを抱いて守ってるね。
The scorpion is wrapping around the emerald, protecting it.
なるほど。これはご利益がありそうだよ。
I see. That seems very useful. I really want to make fun of this worthless-looking charm, but as I watched Maria explain the charm with all her heart and realized that she had prepared them out of consideration for us, I feel as though even if it were just a prize from a game center, it would still be beneficial. Material quantity isn't what's important about charms. It's the strength of the feeling behind them. I like to think I have enough respect for myself not to make fun of those.
そっか。ありがとな。
Alright, thank you.
ベアトリーチェ様には謝ったけどよ。万が一たたりがある時でも、マリアのこのお守りのおかげで安心だぜ。
I apologize to Beatrice-sama, but even in the worst case where I'm cursed, I'll be safe now thanks to your charm.
な、ジェシカ。
Right, Jessica?
ああ、そうだぜ。
Ah, that's right.
ありがとうな、マリア。
Thank you, Maria.
心に平安が欲しいときは腕につける。
Wear it on your arm, when you want a peaceful heart.
お財布に入れるとお金が減らなくなる。
If you put in your wallet, your money won't go down.
ドアノブにかけておくと悪いものが入ってこられなくなる。
If you hang it on your doorknob, bad things can't get in.
便利なお守り。
Really useful charm, I should get one.
それはすごい効能ですね。
What an incredible effect!
マリア様が自信を持って進めるお守りならきっと頼もしいものと思います。
If it is a charm that Maria-chan can recommend with confidence, I am sure it'll be reliable. As Shannon-chan tapped her hands together lightly, Maria stuck out her chest. She was completely cheered up again. If it would keep her in good of the mood, if it would keep her in this good of a mood, it would probably be worth it to let Maria lead the discussion for a while longer. When you think about it, she hadn't shared her excitement when we talked about the gold's hidden location, so I think she had gotten a little bored. Ooh, Maria belly and chest. Ooh, loli exotic. If you put in your wallet, your money won't go down to gambling spree. Maria's for hit pads and also, if you don't mind, I'm gonna take a 10-minute break just to rest my voice for. Oh, this'll be you guys' pee break and mine. Drink water, go pee pee, all that stuff. I'll be right back and at least give me. Okay, I'm back, everyone. I'm back. I got a little snackies in me and drank some more water, so hopefully my voice will be able to handle just going a little longer. Can't promise it'll be a very long stream, but we'll see how far we can get to, the story. Thank you, Lanko. Hello, hello. So anyway, while eating the cookies, Kumasawa-san had been Jessica and I asked Maria this and that about black magic. Maria happily chatted away in response to our question. For each one, George, Anik, and Shannon-chan would act surprised and agree with everything she said. The color of the clouds of the sky grew progressively heavier, but the cousins really enjoyed communicating freely after 1 year of separation. Thank you, Adonis.
今、額にポタって来なかったかい？
Did I just feel a drop on my forehead?
What?
あれ?
どうだろうな。
You might have. Not gonna lie, reading a lot does make me feel tired. As George Aniki rubbed his forehead, he looked up at the sky. Considering the color of the sky and the dampness of the air, raindrops could easily have been started falling down at any moment. It almost seems like the wind had gotten a bit stronger. Ugh!
マリアポタッと来ない。
I didn't feel a drop.
マリアだけ来ない。
I'm the only one.
安心しろ。俺にも来ねえぜ。
Calm down, neither did I.
それに今夜になれば誰にも等しく大雨が降るだろうよ。
Anyway, I'm sure that it'll rain so much tonight that everyone will get the same amount of raindrops.
そうだね。
That's right.
そろそろ引き上げた方がいいかな。
Maybe we should head back soon. Shannon-chan looked down at her watch. I had already been well into the evening.
もう仕事に戻る時間かよ。
Time to get back to work already?
はい。
Yep.
皆様と一緒で楽しい時間を過ごさせていただきました。
Yes, I enjoyed this time I spent together with you all.
ありがとうございました。
Thank you very much.
熊沢さんにクッキーをごちそうさまって伝えてね。
Hello, Kumasawa-san. Thanks for the cooking.
さあみんな、片付けを手伝おう。
Alright, everyone. Help out with the cleanup. I've been super slacking off at the beach talking about occult stuff. Shake my head. Millennials, am I right? Shannon-chan declined our help, saying that this was a servant's job. But picking up a drop fork before the waitress had to is like my purpose in life. We folded up the blanket, gathered up the trash, and helped clean everything up. The trash is getting away!
そいつは逃がさないぜ。マリアより先にいただきだ。
Oh no, it isn't. I'll grab it before you. I'm gonna get it.
マリア、靴を濡らすなよ。怒られるぜ。
Maria, don't get your shoes wet, you'll get in trouble. Maria chasing after some trash that the strong wind had sent flying was just like an extension of our playtime. By the time we finished cleaning up, the wind had started blowing even stronger. Shannon is too pure, so true, so pure, must protect at all costs. By the time we finished cleaning up, the winds had started blowing very strongly. It looked like a good chance to head back.
皆様のおかげで助かりました。
You all really helped me out.
ありがとうございました。
Thank you very much.
もう本当に時間がないみたいだね。
It really looks like you're out of time.
先に戻っていいよ。
It's alright if you head back first. Shojaniki perceived from her hurried appearance that looked very little of her free time was left.
源氏さん時間には厳しい人だからな。
Genji's very rigorous about time.
定時に持ち場についてないと厳しそうだぜ。
If you aren't there at the right place at the right time, he can be very strict.
また後でね。
We'll see you later.
お仕事頑張ってね。
Do your best with your work.
はい。
Yes,
それでは失礼させていただきます。
and if you excuse me. After making a respectful bow, Shan and Chun hurried off in the direction of the rose garden.
ほんじゃ俺たちもゲストハウスへ戻ろうぜ。
Okay, let's go back to the guest house.
テレビでも見てくつろがせてもらうさ。
We can watch TV or something and relax a little.
テレビ見る。
Watch TV.
テレビ見る。
Watch TV.
なら決まりだな。
And it's decided.
戻ってみんなで一緒にテレビでも見ようぜ。
Let's all head back and watch TV together. We'll watch Tom and Jerry. Your lollies are the best to corrupt. Even Maria, who was still not tired of playing, agreed that she thought about watching TV. We headed up the gentle stairs and returned to the rose garden. The wind had become very strong, and roses shook throughout the garden like ripples on water. This might have been our last chance to see the beautiful roses. The nice typhoon was sure to ruin them.
バラ、今夜の風でやられちまうかもしれないな。
These roses might be done in by tonight's winds.
そうだな。
Yeah,
バラたちもラッキーだったと思うぜ。
I'd say we were lucky though.
台風の前にバトラたちを歓迎できたんだからよ。
After all, they got to welcome all of you before the typhoon.
花はいつか必ず散る。
A flower will always lose its petals at some point.
でもだからこそ咲き誇る今をめでることができるんじゃないかな。
A flower will always lose its petals at some point. However, because of that, we can admire them even more when they're in bloom.
そうだな。
That's right.
マリアもよく目に焼き付けとけ。
Maria, burn this image into your eyes.
今この瞬間が今年で一番のバラなんだぜ。
At this moment, they are the best roses of the year.
目に焼き付ける。
Burn into my eyes. Right then, Maria suddenly clapped her hands. It looked like she had remembered something.
マリアのバラ、
My rose.
台風で飛ばされちゃう。
The typhoon will send it flying.
ああ、ジョージの兄貴に目印のリボンをつけてもらった。
Oh, you mean
あの
that?
元気のないバラか？
Oh, you mean that unhealthy rose Jojaniki marked with a ribbon? It seemed that Maria remembered where the rose was. He ran at full speed. The rest of us followed her.
あれはどこだったっけな。
Where was that again?
確かこの辺だったと思ったぜ。
I'm sure it was somewhere around here. We searched everywhere around that area, but after all, it was only a single flower amongst all the roses. Even though we knew it was somewhere close by, it wasn't proving easy to find. The wind that made the front lines of the typhoon were making the roses throughout the garden undiluted. It was almost like it was teasing us by making the location of Maria's rose impossible to find.
ここじゃなかったかな。
Maybe it wasn't here.
少し手分けをして探してみようか。
Let's try spreading out a bit in our search.
そうだな。
Sounds good.
人海戦術で行こうぜ。
Let's go for strength in numbers. Huh?
なんだよマリア。
What's up, Maria? As we made the split up and search, Maria tugged my jacket with an unhappy face. It felt like her intention was to stop us from going to another place.
なんだよ、どうした？
What is it? What happened?
マリアのバラはここなの。
My rose is here.
ここにあるの。
It's here.
でも現にないぜ。
But it's actually not, is it?
この花壇の裏側だったかもな。
Maybe it's on the other side of the flower bed.
みんなで探せば早いぜ。
If we all look, we'll find it fast, right?
ここなの。
It's here.
マリアのバラはここなの。
My rose is here.
探して。
Look for it.
探して。
Look for it. Maria stamped her feet in irritation. He was pointing at the spot saying it was definitely there, yet it actually wasn't. And yet he would go search everywhere. She got mad. We were at a loss for what to do. For a while, we would have to stay with Maria, and and pretend to search throughout this road's thicket. Loli going feral. She needs correction, but she also needs her rose. Not here. Not here. Not here. Maybe she's saying that it should be here, but isn't. Maria became increasingly ill-tempered. Oh man.
Maria
is really losing her temper.
マリアはたまにすごくどうでもいいことを気にし始めちゃうんだよ。
Maria sometimes starts to really care about really pointless
それが
things.
どうにかなるときはいいんだけど。
If she gets what she wants, that's alright. But
ないものは探せないしね。
you can't find something that isn't there.
困ったな。
That's not good. Just as we were starting to despair for a way out of the situation, Maria shouted out loudly. In the direction she was waving her hand, Auntie Rosa's figure was visible. Maybe she wanted to look at the garden one more time before the typhoon came. Or maybe she had some business at the guest house. Auntie Rosa was coming from the mansion. She quickly noticed her daughter's voice and came over.
あらあら。どうしたのみんな。
Oh my, what happened, everyone?
何か探し物なの
Looking for something. Oh boy, best mother comes, quote unquote. Look for it! Mama, you look for my rose too.
マリアのバラって
A rose?
この辺に元気のないバラを一つ見つけて、それに目印をつけたんです。
We found an unhealthy rose around here and marked it.
飴玉かなんかの包み紙でキュッと。
We tied a candy wrapper or something around the tight.
しかしマリア、確か俺の記憶が正しけりゃ、すぐ手前の目立つところに生えてたはずだぜ。
But Maria, if I remember correctly, it was growing right in front and really stood out, didn't it?
足が生えてどこかに行っちまったんじゃなきゃ、他の場所だったと思うぜ。
Unless it grew legs and ran out somewhere, it must have been somewhere else.
マリアの記憶違いじゃないのか？
Aren't you just remembering it wrong? It's here! It is here! Butler doesn't believe!
そのうー言うのをやめなさいって何度言ったらわかるの
For the tenth time, you will please stop saying that nonsense.
ママも探してあげるから静かにしなさい
Mama will look for it, so stay quiet. I was a little surprised to see Auntie Rosa, who I was only seeing as gentle, get angry. Auntie Rosa began searching as well, so she went along with her for the time being. But we were already more than sure it wasn't anywhere here. So Auntie Rosa also realized very quickly that it wasn't here.
ここにはそのバラはないわよ
Rose isn't here.
他の場所の間違いじゃない
Did you mistake the place for somewhere
こ
else?
れだけたくさんのバラがあるんだから
There are so many roses around. That's wrong. It's here. Mama doesn't believe.
ちゃんと信じて探してるでしょ
I do believe you. That's why I'm searching.
でもないじゃない
But it isn't here. But it is here. It is here, but it isn't.
じゃあ誰かが抜いちゃったんでしょ
Then someone must have ripped it out.
とにかくそのうー言うのやめなさい
Just stop whining like that. Who ripped out my rose? Who? Give it back! Give it back!
そんなの知らないわよ
How should I know?
やめなさいそのうー言うのやめなさい
Stop it! Stop that whining! Auntie Rosa slapped Maria's left cheek with her palm. She got her correction. For the instant, Maria was shocked into silence. Of course, it was only for an instant. Then Maria realized her wish was being rejected before it could be fulfilled. She started yelling with increasingly louder voice. Sono yu yaminasai! Hi, Rose! Hi, Rose! Hello, To045. Hello. First time chatter here. Lol, the lollies never see it coming. I know, poor Maria.
その変な口癖をやめなさいって言ってるでしょ。
Didn't I tell you to stop that weird habit?
だからクラスの子たちにもバカにされるんでしょうが。
That's why all the kids in your class make fun of you.
いい加減にしなさい。
Cut it out! Parenting at its best, am I right, folks? Once again, her palm slapped Maria's cheeks. Correction again. This time she didn't go silent. She choked as she started crying and began to bawl in an increasingly louder voice. Auntie Rosa was clearly irritated and lifted her hand once more to try and shut her daughter up.
ローザおばさん。
Ah, Auntie Rosa.
まあ、小さい子供のことですし、そんなマジになんなくても。
Now, she's just a little kid. There's no reason to get so serious. I attempted to intervene with a forced smile and my hands clapped together. The deadly serious look I was thrown by Auntie Rosa taught me quickly that I shouldn't butt in. Clearly the child would stop crying after hitting it. Just hit her harder. Ugh. Taking her out of frustration out of Maria. Yes, it's getting closer to non-con territory.
ごめんね。バトラ君たちはちょっとお部屋に戻っててくれる？
I'm sorry, would you all return to her room for a little while?
おばさんはマリアとちょっと話があるの。
Your auntie needs to have a little talk with Maria. Nobody believes in my rose. I wonder if it's a metaphor that no one believes in witches like she does. Maybe Beatrice took her rose just to fuck with her. Nobody believes in my rose, even though it was here. Look for it! Look for it! Here it was! Here!
でもないじゃない。
But it's not here.
他の場所の勘違いでしょ。
And you must be confusing it with somewhere else, mustn't you? It is here! It's definitely here!
じゃあなくなっちゃったのよ。
Then it has disappeared.
諦めなさい。
Give it up! And why did my rose disappear? Why? Why?
知らないわよそんなの。
I don't know that.
だからその言うのをやめなさい。
Stop saying ooh woo. Ground pounder. Auntie Rosa once again raised her hand and, overrun by emotion, slapped Maria's cheek again. It was so strong it knocked Maria over.
ローザおばさん。
Put Auntie Rosa in smash. Also, hi, modernly ashamed. I returned from a trip, and we're hitting kids. Yep, a good old family, hoedown. Good old wrestling match between family members. They're playing their own version of Smash. Who will win? I don't know, maybe Auntie Rosa will win. Anyway, welcome back. Hey, Auntie Rosa.
いくら娘でも暴力はいけねっすよ。
Nothing says family fun like abuse. Auntie Rosa, even if she was your daughter, you shouldn't be so violent like that. I don't know, this is just very common with Asian parents in my opinion, because I kind of lived through that. Anyway. I stepped between them to protect Maria, who was still on the ground, crying ooh ooh. I know that problem between parents and child are none of my business as an outsider, but I wasn't brought up to just silently observe something like this.
バトラ君は変に思わないの？
Don't you think it's weird, Butler-kun?
あなたの学校にうなってる女の子なんている？
Do you have any girls at your school that mutter ooh ooh?
いや、まあさすがに高校には。
Well, I'm in high school.
でも小学生ならそういう言うのも可愛いじゃないですか。
But for an elementary schooler, I think saying UHOOOH is pretty cute. Especially for lolis.
かわいい。
She's not doing it right. Get the belt! I know, Asian parents, so common. Get the belt, get the chancla, get a fucking brick. Teach some correction the hard way. Cute?
言うのがかわいい。
Saying UHOOOH is cute? Well, yeah, I mean, I even have an emote for it. The UHOOOH emote. Saying UHOOOH is cute? Nani?
かわいいって。
Cute? It seemed that my reckless words had brought Auntie Rosa's wrath down upon me. She grabbed my collar with a terrifying expression.
バカ言ってんじゃないわよ。
I guess she's not part of the UHOOOH nation? UHOOOH Kani? Don't say such nonsense.
マリアがいくつか知ってる？
Do you know how old Maria is?
9歳よ。
She's 9 years old.
小学4年生なのよ。
She's a 4th grader, you know?
幼稚園児じゃないのよ。
She's not a kindergartner.
それなのにまだクラスで言ってるのよ。
And even so, she still says UHOOOH during class.
わかる？
Do you understand?
この子、クラスでなんて言っていじめられてるか知ってるの？
This kid, do you know what they say about her when they bully
この
her?
変な口癖のせいで未だに友達の一人もいないのよ。
Thanks to this weird habit, she hasn't made a single friend.
無責任にマリアのこと可愛いとか言って現実から目をそらさないで。
Don't take your eyes from reality and reckless call Maria cute. I don't know, I kinda think her obsession with the occult is probably what's driving people away and not so much the UHOOOH, but you know, give or take. Loving the biggest problem is that she goes UHOOOH in real life. Don't you just love it? Now it's appreciated. Now if you say UHOOOH, you're either really cute or really cringe. And usually it's by weebs. So it's okay nowadays.
これから将来のことをもっともっと真剣に考えて。
Think much more seriously about this kid's future. Ugh.
だからその言うのをやめなさい。
I told you to stop saying UHOOOH!
やめろって言ってんでしょ。
Didn't I tell you to stop it? Maria's words struck Maria's quivering head from which increasingly unsatisfied voice was ringing. I tried to stop her, but she thrusted me away. My back coiled with Rojaniki.
昔はローザおばさんもマリアちゃんの幼児言葉の一つだくらいにしか思わなかったんだけど。
Long time ago, Auntie Rosa also thought of it as nothing more than one of Maria's baby words.
小学校の中学年になっても治らないのを最近はだいぶ気にしてて。
But she is now midway through elementary school, so the fact that it hasn't been fixed has bothered her a lot recently.
別にどういう言葉遣いをしようと関係ねえだろ。
It's not like it matters what kind of words she uses.
そのまま社会人にはなれないよ。
You can't become a proper member of society like that.
だから見ていて気持ちのいい光景ではないけれど。
So even though it's not a pleasant scene to watch,
これはおばさんたち親子の問題なんだよ。
this is probably between mother and child.
まあ私もこの言葉遣いのせいでよくお袋に怒られるけどよ。
Well, my mom's always given me hell about the way how I speak too. If you look at it this way, maybe an outsider shouldn't interfere with this, even though it's painful to watch.
バトラ君だって小さい頃悪い癖が治らなくて怒られたことがあったんじゃないかい？
Butler-kun didn't even have a bad habits as a kid that you couldn't fix that got you in trouble.
まあ一つや二つは。
One or two.
授業参観の日に人前でずっと怒られてた時は恥ずかしくてたまらなかったぜ。
On parents' day, I got a huge telling off in front of everyone. It was so embarrassing I couldn't stand it.
じゃあ今のマリアちゃんたちの気持ちはわかるよね。
Well, then you can understand Maria-chan's feelings right now.
僕たちにここにいてほしいとは思わないんじゃないかな。
I'm sure she doesn't want us to be here right now.
ジェシカちゃんにもわかるよね。
You understand as well, Jessica-chan.
怒られてるところを 誰かに見られてとは思わないぜ。
I don't think anyone likes to be seen when they're being punished.
行こ
Let's go.
う。ゲストハウスへ戻ろう。
Let's return to the guest house.
そしてマリアちゃんが戻ってきたら
Then after Mari-chan comes back,
何事もなかったかのように迎えてあげようよ。
let's welcome her back as if nothing's happened.
それが一番じゃないかい。
Probably for the best, isn't it? Oh boy, didn't we just have fun at the beach? Oh man, fun times, right? Fun times indeed. I love that their biggest problem is just being already. Well, some people do. But they're perverts. Yeah, we certainly did have fun times. People should have stayed at the beach. Yeah, probably would have been the best, even though it was raining as hell. We thought that Georgianiki's point was probably correct, and if we could use that correct sounding reason to justify our retreat from this painful scene, that was probably enough for us. Jessica and I nodded at Georgianiki and we all left. We called towards Maria and we were going to head to the guest house, but since it didn't seem to reach her ears, we feel guilty and shameless even saying it.
それなら好きなだけ一人で探しなさい。
In that case, look by yourself as much as you want.
ママは知りません。
Mama doesn't care.
探す。
Look for it!
マリアが一人で探す。
I look for it by myself.
ママが知らなくても探
Look for it even if Mama doesn't care.
す。
勝手にしなさい。
Have it your way. After blasting her with those last few words, Rosa spun on her heels and quickly returned to the mansion. Maria probably viewed that as a cold, hurtful gesture, but from Rosa's perspective, that was not for her intention. It was because of the hand which she had so emotionally struck Maria's cheek with that's still numb. It was because if she had stayed there screaming, she might again be taken over by her emotions and continue slapping her daughter's cheek over and over. After Rosa left, only Maria was left in the rose garden all alone. Wind began to blow stronger and stronger. Every once in a while, a raindrop would fall on her forehead. However, Maria couldn't leave that place. Not until she found that poor withering rose. It was definitely been there, and yet it wasn't there. Even though she knew the place, and even though it wasn't there. Maria was bitterly staring at the place it was supposed to be thought frantically. Maybe the angle I'm looking for is wrong. Maybe the height I'm looking for is wrong. While gazing at a single point, Maria repeatedly changed her position and continued to stare. The wind was getting increasingly stronger. Maria kept on looking for that rose in front of their flower bed. It raining. Isa noticed the sound of the raindrops beating on the window. It had finally started to rain. It had begun later than the weather report had predicted. Isa, as if being summoned by the sound of rain, approached the window. The sound of the rain is the sound of silence. Sound feels quieter than any silence, and it makes humans remember that in the end they are alone when they are born, when they die.
遅かったではないか、ベアトリーチェ。
You're late, Beatrice. Were those words directly to the rainy sky? No one could see in the direction of Kinzo's gaze.
さあ、始めようではないか。
So, shall we begin?
私とお前の奇跡の宴を。
Our banquet of miracles.
今こそ、この島は現世より切り離された。
Ah, finally, we're reaching that point. Beatrice! So shall we begin our banquet of miracles? In this very moment, this island shall be cut off from the world.
もう誰も私の儀式の邪魔をすることはできぬ。
Now there are none who can interrupt my ritual.
お前にふさわしい生贄は十分にあるぞ。
There are many fitting sacrifices for you.
息子たちが4人。
For my children,
その伴侶が3人。
3 of their companions.
孫たちが4人。
4 of my grandchildren.
私に、客に、使用人たち。
Me and my guests and my servants.
どれでも好きなだけ食らうがいい。
You may eat up as many as you please.
運命の鍵は悪魔のルーレットに従い生贄を選ぶであろう。
The key of fate will select the sacrifices in accordance to the demon's roulette.
そのルーレットが私を選ぶならば、私すらもお前の生贄となろう。
If that roulette chooses me, even I will become your sacrifice.
だからこそなのだ。
However, because of that,
それだけの狂気をかけるからこそ、私は必ずや偉大な奇跡を起こすだろう。
because I will bet on that madness, I will definitely create a grand miracle.
さあ、好きなだけ食らうがいい。
Come devour as much as you wish.
私はそのルーレットに打ち勝つだろう。
I will overcome that roulette.
さあ、すべてを落とすぞ。
Yes, I'll put everything on the line.
まずは後ろ宮家の家督を返そう。
First, I'll return the headship to the Shinomiya family.
受け取るがいい。
Take it! As Kinso violently opened the window, he ripped the golden ring off his finger and forcibly threw it away. At that moment, thunder resounded, giving the illusion of the lightning had accepted the...
そしてお前が蘇った時、
And when you are resurrected,
そこにいるのは私であるだろう。
it'll be me who stands there.
私が最後まで生き残り、お前の目覚めを見守るだろう。
I will live until the end and watch over you as you awaken.
さあ来たれ、ベアトリーチェ。
Now come, Beatrice.
ようこそ我が宴。
Welcome to my banquet.
私が生み出したすべてと引き換えに、私にもう一度だけ奇跡を見せておくれ。
In exchange for all that I have created, show me a miracle one final time.
おお、ベアトリーチェ。
Beatrice. Oh, finally, he had reached it. He's over here, asleep now. Booming, even. I think this is a good stopping point right now. So, we are finally getting to the real meat and potatoes. Which, probably next time when we, continue on with Umineko, we'll be able to probably finally see Beatrice in all her glory. Very exciting. So let me switch over. But first and foremost, I need to save. Before I forget. I don't want all that save. Gotta save. And switch over. Erio Karusu redeemed the random Disney trivia. What should be a random Disney trivia that I shall share? Let's see. Kinda put me on the spot, but let me see. Random Disney trivia. Tiny Mizwy Haynes with my little Twigo tweet basket, but I don't want to be distracted. Let's see. Oh yeah. They have not shared this info yet. I'm not sure. There's a lot of Disney trivia that I may or may not share yet. But Disneyland was opened on... It was July 17th, 1955. And also known to be called Black Sunday. And you know why that is? Because the opening day of Disneyland was another disaster. So much so that it was overpacked, more so than you would imagine. A lot of people were jumping fences, giving up scalper tickets because the tickets back then were just $1, believe it or not. And even the concrete pavement was melting, the rides were overcrowded, even broken. So a lot of bullshit happened on the first day, but needless to say, it was still a success. That's why we still have Disneyland today. So even on your first debut, you fuck up. That's okay, because later on, things will get better for you. You just keep trying. Yes, the opera tickets back then. Oof. Yes, you wouldn't believe how cheap Disneyland tickets were back in the day. Oh boy. Same with the Hold'em and Keisha. You can Keisha Blanca, but only if you give me candy. Yang yang. So yeah, that what the fuck? That opening was so fucked up. Yeah, it is. It was really fucked up. You can look up a YouTube video on that. It's a pretty well-known time for Disneyland. But yeah. Overcrowded, broken rides, expensive tickets. Sounds about right. Yeah. Even now, we have overpriced tickets. Sometimes broken rides. And it gets extremely overcrowded, so not much has changed except the fact that it's a bit more operational than back then. Rides are far more advanced. Thank you for the trivia, cute puppet. Thank you. I am chock full of Disney knowledge. And also, I would like to thank everyone who joined me today for the Umineko reading. I feel that now we're getting over the fluff. And with the filler context, and now we can venture forth and see what bullshit awaits us, which will probably be next time. Not sure when next time, but hopefully when it's closer to Halloween, because I feel that'll be perfect. So anyway, I'll let you go, my little spooky buns. I got things to do for myself, and I wish you all a happy Friday night. Hey, I'm gonna raid someone. Hopefully raiding will work. Cause I know Ryohi is playing right now. He is playing Overwatch 2 with Shira and other friends. So please give her my warmest welcome and tell her hi. So anyway, I will see you all in a little while. Bye, goodbye. Kissu. Have a good night, everyone. Bye-bye. Okay, rating did not in fact work, but that's okay. Go see Ryohi. Anyway, I'll type in the chat. Go say hi to Ryohi for me. Anyway, goodbye. Good night.